guys, this is True here, bringing you a quick play of Frostbite on the Atari 2600, which was released way back in 1983 by Activision. And those of you who have watched some of my Atari 2600 videos before will know that I absolutely love Activision's output on the Atari 2600. They just seem to manage to get the most out of the machine, more than anybody else at the time. Now this game's got a quite simple concept, as most Atari 2600 games did have. Your player has Frostbite Bailey, and his job is to build an igloo so he can survive the harsh conditions. Now you do that by transitioning from the top to the bottom of the screen and back again, by jumping on the igloos, icebergs, sorry. As you can see, when you jump on an iceberg, it does change into a blue colour. Once it's done that row of icebergs has been collected, and you have to collect the remaining ones. Once you do so, they will all turn back white again, and then you can recollect them. You have to collect a total of 15 sets of icebergs to make the igloo door appear, and then you can go in the igloo and progress on to the next level. Just to make things more difficult, there is winter wildlife to contend with. We've seen on the screen so far the wild winter geese, I think they are. Secondly, it introduces fish, which aren't really an enemy, they're another source of points. You can collect them to get 100 points per fish, I believe it is. The third level, which I'm on now, introduces crabs, and the fourth level introduces killer clams. The fifth level introduces the only land-based enemy, which is a grizzly bear who patrols the top row of the screen and can prevent you getting in the igloo. He can be a right pain in the backside, because he can just camp in front of the igloo door and prevent you getting in. I mean, people think Call of Duty invented camping and first-person shooters did. No, Frostbite did it first. Camping bloody grizzly bear. One extra thing you can do is you sacrifice one block of your igloo, is you can change the actual flow of the icebergs, so they do change the flow of them from left to right on the row that you're on, which can come in very handy, because if you're heading towards a set of creatures who will push you off the icebergs, or you're getting towards the end of the screen which you can't go past, then a quick change of direction will certainly help you and save your life. Right, here we go. It's grizzly bear in the way. Let's flow backwards. I mean, it's a very simple concept, but again, it's done well. And as a score attack game, it really does do its job well. The thing I always liked about Activision's games is they always had clear defined sprites on them. I mean, the amount of detail on the main character there is really good, considering the technology that it's running. Everything's nice and clear. The different areas of the game screen are clearly defined. You know exactly what everything is. It's really a good pick up and play game. You may have noticed as well that the levels alternate between smaller ice blocks, which I'm on level now, and then there's also the bigger ice blocks. They just alternate all the time, and the only really different variance is the bigger ice blocks later on split into smaller ones, just to add an added complication, to make it a little bit more difficult for you. You may have also noticed to the top left of the screen there is a counter, which is the temperature. So whilst it is just basically a timer for each level, it's nicely themed with the game, keeping you from freezing basically. If it gets down to 0, you hit freezing temperature, and poor old Frostbite Bailey turns a pale shade of blue. Get rid of a larger iceberg, which I was explaining, split up into smaller ones just to add an extra bit of difficulty. It's a bit nasty. Come on, yep, there we go. You do get an extra life for every 10,000 points you score, so sometimes it is beneficial if you've took a while building up the igloo, to actually lose a life, because you'll start back on the top tier and you just have to negotiate the bear, jump in the igloo, and you maximise your time bonus because your clock resets on every life, and you get 100 points for every degree left on the clock there, so potentially you've got 4,000 points available to you. Probably a bit more if you can get around the bear in 5 seconds. Back in the day, playing this game absolutely to death. I'm quite surprised I'm doing this well at it still. The controls are a little bit harder. They haven't translated to a D-pad very well. It's a little bit twitchy. Obviously the Atari was a one-button joystick, so it was a pretty stiff joystick. So you couldn't really do a double movement. With a D-pad, I'm finding sometimes I'm double tapping, or it's just rolling down a little bit too far, and it's jumping twice, which is causing quite a few deaths. And sometimes it's doing the opposite as well. It jumps down and then it'll jump up and cost me a life. But it's doing fine. It's not bad. There we go. Here's an example of the bear being a pain in the arse. I mean, like, he just does not want to move. Absolute pain in the ass. So let's lose the life there. So they just jump down, quickly negotiate it. There we go. And as an example, I've got 4,300 points there for the time bonus. The game basically never ends, it just gets a bit more difficult. With more enemies on the screen, faster enemies, faster ice flows, and just basically just ramps it up to a ridiculous speed really, until you can't cope with it anymore. I think I'll just clear this level. We should set it to a nice round 50,000 plus score, and then I'll call it quits there. So thank you very much for watching, and I hope you enjoyed this video.